Well guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're back on the day ticket lake. Just a day session at the moment, could possibly turn into more but we'll go from there. So coming this morning, walk around the lake. We've got 3 anglers down the long side of it, so couldn't go there, so I'm over up either end, and so come up this end, the far end, and there was signs, there was patches of bubbles and things like that, but obviously this lake is full of nuisance fish like bream and stuff like that, so going on that, that's all I could go on. The patches didn't look like, they look like carp patches, if you know what I mean. It's like, you know, there was big patches of bubbles, so like there was heavily tucking in. So I've come here, set up here, and we'll see as the day goes on. Obviously the sun will rise up here. The last time I was here, the sun rose up and it shone all around here, and there was all up this end. So yeah, but what I'll do guys, I'll show you where I'm fishing in a bit. I have got, if you guys can see, I've got this feature here. I've got one in there and one just off it, but that's where I saw the patches of bubbles. But we'll see if time goes on. I am thinking as time goes on, obviously you've got the shelf along the far side there. Yeah, I am thinking obviously going there, but there's been no signs of fish there at all. So, well, there is, but there's none in my swim at the moment, so we'll have to go from there. Alright guys, so been in the water what, 20 minutes, it's paid off as well. So let's go down and have a look. It's not a big one, 5-6 pounds maybe if we're lucky, but come on you, only a small one, but not bad, not bad. So that's off I got some boilies off my friend who supplies me with pellet, and he done me a deal with him yesterday. Yeah, and this is what it is. So I can't remember the name of them. I'll find that out and tell you later on. But yeah, but there you are, 5-6 pound. Not bad, not bad. Right, let's put it back, and yeah, go from there. Let's hope for some more. Happy days. Now guys, so we've had that little one, 5-6 pound, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So that was caught on the near that far margin. I'll put that up for you, And yeah, so that was on. So I still haven't found out the the boilie name of the boilie, but my mate, he I say he done me a deal with it all. Got 2 kilo off him, along with all the pellet and that, as I normally do, and he like drenched it in the matching glug, and yeah, I just scattered it, you know, scattered it on the area, so like the carp will go down and just pick bits off of that, and yeah, it worked. So still nothing on my right rod, but there are signs of them there. But yeah, happy days. That's the blank broken. As I say, it was only £5-6 if we was lucky, but let's hope we can get one of these, the bigger fish out of here. But yeah, happy days. Yeah, so I've got a rod just there. That's the one I caught the fish on. But yeah, that's a lovely feature, that is. I do know they do like to hang around this area in the winter and summer, all year round, to be fair. And my right one is, see this overhang tree here, so I took my boat out to get it past it, but it is directly with that there, but it's about 2 foot past that, so I couldn't get to it casting wise, so I got my boat out and I managed to get it in there. So yeah, but happy days. But yeah, so my plan is later on is really, so let me zoom you guys in. Along here there's a shelf, and like I said, when I was here before a couple of weeks back, the sun was shining on this part of the lake, and there was boshing all along this margin. So, and obviously I can get to that now, so that's the plan. But I'm going to obviously wait till the sun comes out a bit more, because it's only 9 o'clock, so I've been here an hour and a half now, so hopefully we can bag one over there, and there will be signs from over there. But for the time being, I'm just going to stick to this feature. I think I'm always going to have one down there or around this area, but yeah, but happy days. Now guys, so number 2 again. This one's about £7-8, so I'm not going to weigh it, you know. But this one here is, I wouldn't even say it's £7-8 to be fair, £6-7. Come on, you, come on. Very angry. Ah, lovely mirror, lovely. It's got a gash. I don't know, I'll show you. I know there's a few pike in this. There's a few pike in this lake, so it looks like it's been attacked quite recently, to be fair. So I'll get some treat on that. You guys can see that is actually quite bad. yeah, some teeth marks in it, so I'm going to get some treatment on that and then pull it back, guys. But yeah, happy days. £6-7, not bad, not bad. Let's get some treatment on that. That is quite bad actually, so that's quite a big teeth mark. Anyway, let's put it back, stop it from stressing out anymore. Happy days. Now then guys, so we've had the two. So the first one was from that edge there. I've got one there. So my second one come from that margin up there. So like I said before, when the sun comes out, because that's the shallow edge, I was going to put one on there. Oh, what's that? Yeah. So I put one on that edge when the sun come out, and then literally within 5 minutes later it just ripped off. So I've got one working my way up that edge. I've got it there about a foot off the actual bank itself. Yeah, so what I did, I given where I'm actually based, so to speak, I've got, if I show you, I've got all that up there, so it's actually quite hard to cast it out. So what I did, I put my boat out there and got it up there. So yeah, so that paid off. Obviously I say my left hand rod is where it is there, but instead of being up there, because I scattered boilies all across that bit there, so I can just throw singles out every now and then. So, and as you can see, I'm actually getting liners now, as you hear, so I'm getting liners now. So yeah, it's not too bad. But on that note, let's hope for some more. Right then guys, session's coming to an end. I've got about 45 minutes left, so I'm going to have a slow pack down. I've had to move around with my left hand rod just until it's time to go. Obviously it was round there, scattered around there, not even a liner. I had that first bite this morning from there. Ever since then, absolutely nothing. So what I've done, I've took it out there with my boat, just that far bank up there. Yeah, that's that. My right hand rod, sorry, is still up there. That's where I had the second fish. It's still there. I've been getting liners on that, but like I say, my left hand rod, when it was there, nothing. I put it up there and I've had 3 or 4 liners. Whether that's nuisance fish, I don't know, but it's still indicating there's more there than there was there. So yeah. So on that note guys, I'm going to leave it there. If I catch anything from now and the end of the session, obviously I'll put it up. If not, I'm going to leave it there. Cheers for watching guys. Wet nets and tight lines.